All right, guys, I'm here at the GoLight booth with Jason. And Jason, you guys have like some really legit lights that I've never seen before. Tell me what you got.
So we innovated the pan and tilt lighting market 30 years ago. Heretofore, we haven't really targeted the overlanding market. We've been in critical applications, military, search and rescue, fire. But we met Jim. Jim, this is his truck, and he was like, this is perfect for the overland market. So here we are. We're trying to show people what we've got. But ideally, it's a pan and tilt light. You can turn it completely 360 degrees, or you can move it up and down. Wherever you need the light to be, you can point it without moving the truck and trying to align it that way.
You know, it's great. Everyone runs ditch lights and they have that fixed outer angle. So when you're going down the road, you can see trail signs and whatnot, but they never seem to really be able to, like once you pass it, then you got to back up and you're orienting the vehicle to get those angles.
Right, they're never in the perfect spot.
Right.
And that's where the remote comes in. You can be 100 feet away from the light. So if you're setting up camp, working around the truck, you can manipulate the light. You can have light where you need it.
Perfect. And you know, 24 years of law enforcement, I'm all about the old manual.
Right.
So this is really cool. Also, Jim's truck behind us looks awesome. Like the lights on the top, I mean, it really like makes that rig.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we calculated he's got from the top down to the remote lights about 57,000 lumens there. Not to counting the driving lights or his floodlights around the edges of the truck. So he's lit up for sure.
Excellent. Okay, so now you guys are kind of new in the overland community, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the lights I see here are awesome. Do you have any new developing lights that you're coming out with to kind of expand the line, I should say?
We've made a ton of iterative changes to these lights over the years. Like I said, we've been doing it for 30 years. Every year or so, we make a modification and improvement on the lamp. They're seaworthy, so like everything's stainless steel on mounting. The remote application is basically bulletproof. Like I said, we're in the utility market. We're in law enforcement on the tactical vehicles, the Bearcats, things like that. They're really a bulletproof option. But we do, yes, we've always got things in the pipeline. We've got something I can't say much about, but it's going to be a pillar positioned lamp, still with a wireless or hardwired remote. That should be coming out in the next year or so.
Excellent. And what is the price point on the floodlight? And just, just got to give a quick rundown of all the lights on Jim's truck to kind of give an idea what the price points are.
Yeah, so if you're looking at the fixed mount lights, everything we do is super high quality. Again, stainless steel mounts, 5 to 10 year warranties on everything.
Wow.
In the fixed space. In our remote line, you're looking at a 3 to 5 year warranty. Price point in the remote stuff is anywhere from $300 to $600, basically. Okay. But again, you can't match the versatility with anything else out there.
Right. And the fixed lights, what's the price point on those?
Anywhere from about $200 to $300 each. Again, they're super high quality. We sell these to the military. They meet mil spec on every single product we make.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And where do people find your guys' products at?
www.golight.com is a great place to start. You can see our whole line, see what we do. We've got an 800 number on there. If you call it, you're always going to reach a real human being. We don't have anything automated in our phone channel. And you'll end up talking to me or one of my counterparts, and we can walk you right through it. We've got a distributor network all around the country, and we can put you in touch with the right person.
Excellent. I mean, honestly, Jim's truck kind of sold me on your lights, and then you talking about the reliability, durability, and the price point. I think it's a kind of a no-brainer.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We've got fans in the not this industry, but other industries, and we're hoping that this is the next market for us. I think it can really be helpful to people.
Excellent. All right, you guys got to be sure, go to the expos and check this out. They're very impressive in person, and go to the website and see what you got.
Yeah,
thanks,
absolutely.
Jason.
Give me a call.
I really appreciate it.
Take care. Thanks, Kelly.
Okay, guys, I'm here at Guild Outfitters with Sean. And Sean, you have a new module that kind of helps with electrical problems in Tacomas, right?
Yeah, so we do. So what I came up with is a lot of guys running with their 4Runner or their Tacoma have the inverter with a 400, 100 watt kickdown.
Yep.
So when you put the truck into drive, you lose that 400 watt power and you only pick up the 100. So we came up with a plug and play kit that installs a harness that gives you the 400 watt power while driving. But the real bonus is that you get an outlet in the cab or an additional outlet if you have a 4Runner in the cab.
Okay, and we're talking AC outlet, right?
That's
so
correct.
It's inverted power? Okay.
Exactly, inverted power, 110 volt. So, yeah.
Now, what would really someone need the 400 watts over the 100 watts for?
So a great example is just a lot of people that are charging their anchor products or charging their jackeries, or they've got their drone or they've got their laptop and they're working remote. At 100 watt power, it struggles to really do much more than trickle charge a lot of those things.
Okay.
And so if you're parked, you get that 400 watt power where you can actually get those devices to actually charge. But what seems to happen is then you get on the road and you lose it and you're not actually charging when you want to be driving and charging, so that when you're parked, you're using it. So this product gives you that ability to charge while you're driving, have 2 outlets sharing the full 400 watt power.
Right.
And then you can decide, where you're best charging what. So if you want to put a refrigerator in the bed and you want to have your laptop plugged in the cab, you can share that power where it's best for you.
Okay, and I can hear the comment section right now going, "You're really gonna mess up your Tacoma, man." Is there any damage that can occur from doing this upgrade?
No, so we worked with an electrical engineer who has a lot of experience with Toyota products, and we've gone over everything with the truck. We've sold now over 2,000 of the kits.
Oh, wow.
We've had nobody come back with a damaged alternator issue. We've done a lot of different testing. The system, Toyota built it well. It's pretty good at not letting you hurt it. So what we've had is, people that'll put the truck in accessory mode and run it, and you'll run your battery down. You still need the truck running to be powering that inverter.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just drawing the power. So sometimes that question comes up.
Yep.
But other than that, we've had no other issues or other complaints about the system and any type of damage to the electrical platform.
Okay, and what does the install on this kind of look like? Just run it through us real quick.
Under 30 minutes. It's extremely easy. I'll speak specifically to the Tacoma, which is the most popular, but I'll mention the others.
Okay.
So in the Tacoma, you just take the felt out of the bottom of your center console. There's 2 10mm bolts. You disconnect your shifter knob, which just pulls down, pops off, and then from there you just snap in some plastic apart. We've got a bunch of different YouTube videos on how to install that in the Tacoma. And then from there, you're just disconnecting the wire that actually runs to that bed outlet or the rear outlet. You're plugging in kind of like a splitter. I'll grab it here if that's all right.
Yeah.
So you're plugging in a splitter from our kit. And the way that works is this little harness you can kind of see in the bag. I'll pull it out. What it does is it gives you this splitter. So you just disconnect the power that comes out of the inverter. We've got OEM connectors here. So then you put that in, and that's going to allow that power to now transfer through it. But what we're doing is we're splitting the power off. So you split the power off. We have a 40-inch extension, which lets you run the aftermarket outlet that you get to install inside the vehicle. But the trick to give the 400 watt power is there's a ground screw for that inverter. You're just simply taking the ground screw out, sliding the eyelet underneath, putting the ground screw back in. So you're not having to drill a new ground. You're not doing anything crazy. That's why we call it plug and play. If you just want the 400 watt anytime mod, it really is plug and play. There's no cutting, there's no anything to your truck. It's if you want to add that into your outlet that there's a little bit more than plug and play, but we make it really easy for you. So to place the outlet, we include this little metal template card that doubles as a bottle opener, because why not?
Yeah, why not?
But you drill through the hole, and then the drill bit, if you can see it here, if I kind of hold it up a little bit, it's actually got a router bit on it.
Okay.
So once you punch through your 4 corners, you just run it with your drill, like your household drill, and you run it like a router around. It's gonna leave a little bit of a rough cut. You don't actually have to go back and clean it up because the outlet that we chose is oversized, so it goes right over that hole, and it looks OEM once you install it.
Perfect.
You can go back and sand it and be that person. There's nothing wrong with cleaning it up, but you don't have to. We made it so it's really a quick and simple install.
That's true plug and play, because sometimes you hear it's plug and play, you only got to solder 2 wires. So this is an awesome system.
Yeah, there's no soldering, there's no crimping, there's no cutting.
Okay.
You're able to add that outlet in the truck. And like I said, we do have a similar install if you've got different vehicles. So in the current generation Tundras, you don't have to take the bolts out to get to it all. You can just pop the back of the center console off, and you can access the inverter there and figure out where you want to place a second outlet. Now those trucks usually have, if you have the bed outlet, you have an outlet in the cab, but you still have that problem where it kicks down.
Right.
So this gives you that ability to have the 400 watt all the time.
Nice.
But you also get a second outlet in the cab. So if you've got 2 kids or your wife or whatever you've got in your situation, you can be running multiple devices in cab. Again, you're still sharing the 400 watt power among all of these outlets. So you can't just plug in 3 things that are giving max draw, but it's giving you more options and more locations.
Okay, so now what if you're like that guy, this guy, who's got a 4th gen Tacoma with no outlet in the bed? Do I have the ability to use this product?
So this won't work if you have a 4th gen Tacoma with no outlet in the bed.
And can you believe that Toyota was all like, hey, let's make a brand new Tacoma, and hey, let's make that an option. Why wouldn't that be standard,
I think they were just trying to maximize. Having a background myself working at Honda R&D, I know when you're launching a vehicle and you're building your dream feature list, you go down and you're working with marketing and you're working with sales and you're working with the number crunchers, and you got to get a balanced platform. So there's things they cut off those lower model trims so that they could afford to put them on the higher model trims. I would be very surprised if in a couple years it doesn't pick that outlet up.
Right.
What you saw in the 23 model Tacoma is almost everyone built has a bed outlet.
Yep.
Because as the truck gets cheaper for them, they're able to throw more features back into the truck.
Right.
So you'll probably see that come back. We actually have this kit that's coming for the 4th gen Tacoma non-hybrids. You'll be able to do the same thing. You'll get the 400 watt power in the bed outlet and the cab, and the ability to add a second outlet in the cab if you want.
So sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and what does this kit run?
So the kit is $99 plus shipping. We do have specials for Black Friday and other things. Here at the Expo events, we usually kick them down as well. I won't throw the price on here, but
Right.
just know if you come and meet us at a show, we're gonna hook you up.
Okay, awesome. And where do people find you guys' products at?
Yeah, so guildoutfitters.com, but we also have several dealers. You can find this product on Tacoma Lifestyle, Tundra Lifestyle, Cali Raised LED, as well as a few others out there. And we've got some install shops, so if you're not comfortable doing it, we have some shops around the country we might be able to point you to, but it is a 30-minute, very simple install.
Awesome. You guys need to make sure you come to the expos, check out Guild. I mean, it's really just an awesome product.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, guys, we're here at the PulseTech booth with Kit. And Kit, you guys have something that I've never seen before, and it's battery related. What do we have?
Well, what we have is a technology that we've had for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
It is a pulse technology, and what we do is we go into lead acid or AGM batteries, and we pulse those batteries 25,000 times per second. So what that pulse does is it goes into the liquid of the battery, and it dissolves the sulfate crystals and stop them from being able to build up on the lead plates inside of the battery. That's what kills about 80% of all batteries in the landfills is sulfate crystals build up on the lead. The lead plates can no longer accept or give off a charge. They die. We stop that from happening.
That's perfect.
Yes.
And that's with lead acid, AGM, and lithium batteries?
No.
Or is it just with a certain type of battery?
Yeah, just with lead acid
Okay.
and the AGM. We can't do that with lithium. They actually don't have sulfate crystals
Oh,
in
well,
there
that's
to
even
dissolve.
better.
Right. So we can charge those, but we can't pulse those.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I spent the last 25 years in Arizona,
Okay.
and regular car batteries, you know, your regular lead acid car batteries, they last about 2-3 years max.
Okay.
Is this a technology that would make those types of batteries that are exposed to extreme heats, you know, 200, 300 degree temperatures in the engine bay?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
as you can imagine, in an engine bay, it's even hotter than it is in Arizona, right?
Absolutely.
So
Hard to believe, but it's true.
It is true. So the heat is not really that big of an issue for us. What happens is by using one of these, if you buy a new car today and you put a new, or just a new battery today, and you put it on there and you add our technology to it with one of our products, we say that we're going to extend the life of your battery up to 3 times what you'd normally get.
Wow.
So if you're currently getting 3 years out of your battery, we're telling you you're going to get up to 9 years out of that same battery just by putting on something as simple as a $40 power pulse.
That's amazing. And what is the price point on that?
So the power pulse itself is just it's not a charger or a maintainer.
Okay.
This one is just a pulser. So its only job is to send that pulse that we're talking about through that battery. That one's $39.50. So it's about a quarter the cost of a new battery.
Yeah.
And if you were to put that on today, it would pay for itself within the first 6 months.
That's incredible. Okay, now what else do you have? I know that you said you had another product you want to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do solar panels. Solar
Okay.
panels are fantastic. This is our standard 7-watt solar panel.
Okay.
Again, it has our technology in it. Every single product that we sell has our pulse technology. It's in our name, and it's kind of what we do.
Yep.
The beauty of our solar panels, aside from the pulse that we're doing, is they're also indestructible.
Oh,
So
wow.
The issue with most solar panels in a harsh environment is they're fragile. They
Yes.
break easy.
Yep.
If you were to go look at our website, we've got video on there of actually beating ours with a baseball bat.
That's impressive.
We've shot them with shotguns. You can shoot them with a 243. The key is this small aluminum ribbon that runs through here. As long as you don't sever that ribbon, this will continue to work.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah, they go forever. They have a 10-year warranty. You
Wow.
can't put a 10-year warranty on something that's not going to last.
Yeah. So what would you really do with a 7-watt panel?
So
Like,
a
what do you-
7-watt panel, let's say that you've got a set of LED lights and you want to surround your property with them.
Right.
And you've just got a standard 12-volt car battery in a box somewhere and no way to charge it. There's no shore power, there's no AC power, no way to plug it in. You could do something as simple as have a 7-watt panel put on top of that. It will keep that battery fully charged all the time, right?
Wow.
And again, it's going to pulse that battery and it's going to keep it clean and it's going to extend the life of it.
That's incredible technology.
It's good stuff. The
Okay.
Army's been using it for 30 years. So you can go to any U.S. Army base in the country and you're going to find our technology, you're going to find our battery chargers, you're going to find our solar panels. We are just now starting to get into the commercial world. We're starting to introduce people to it. I can promise you the battery companies hate us.
I bet. I bet all of them do.
Yeah, they do, because
Awesome.
we are cutting their sales.
Okay. And what is the price point on this solar panel?
So this solar panel, if you were here at the Overland today, you could get it on a show special for $145.
Okay.
But on our website or even on Amazon, it's $199.
Excellent.
So it's a little bit more than a competitor solar panel. The difference is all the technology that you're getting with it, and the fact that it's going to last for 10 years.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find that anywhere else either.
Durability is a big thing with solar panels.
It is.
Because most of them don't have that longevity. So that's perfect.
Exactly right. They are very fragile. At least
Yeah.
they have been in the history, in the
Right.
past of solar panels.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, where do people find you guys' products at?
Okay, you can find us at PulseTech.net. You can also find us on Amazon, Shopify, and right here at Overland Expo. So
Excellent.
we're everywhere.
Okay, you guys got to be sure to come check these out because they're super cool. Kit, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I
Thanks.
appreciate it.